Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Care by Suzie. This is 52-year-old fun feet Suzie Wong, and I aspire to inspire to make golden ladies the best versions of themselves. So last week I shared 5 tips on how to expose an online love scammer. If you have not seen it, please click on the link below or at the end of this video. So some of you got really excited on how I engaged this love scammer for 7 days on texting, even though I knew right at the start that he was one. The reason? I wanted to know what was his method of scam. Well, gone are the days, okay? That's an old method, the traditional method where, oh, I love you, I want to be with you, and then I will fly across to meet you, and then halfway, boom, they met with a danger and ask you for money. So they're always evolving. So I was hanging on to the text with him 7 days just to see what he was up to. Now, stay until the end of this video where you'll find out what he was up to. So if you have not heard of the traditional way of the scamming, please ladies, go and Google, watch YouTube to find out, because so many ladies seem to have fallen traps of their own methods, even though to me it sounds so ridiculous and obvious. But I suppose when you're in love, love is blind. If you think that he is your loved one, you'll probably just want to blind yourself out of the red flags. Okay, but however, if you want to know the new modus operandi, please stay right until the end of this video where I show you screenshots of our tags and see what he was up to, what was his new method. In the meantime, so welcome back. Today I am going to show you my 7-day text messages with a love scammer so that we mature ladies are better equipped if we encounter one of these from our online experiences, whether it's from Tinder, from Facebook, or from some dating app, so that the minute if you find texts that are very similar to it, you will raise your red flag. So a Kelly Lanes, who claims that he is a US Army sergeant, contacted me through a spiritual community, and very quickly he was full of praises about me, of how beautiful I was and how he was attracted to me, and then we move on to WhatsApp. So Kelly introduced himself as a 52-year-old father of 2, widowed, and currently serving his final month, nearing retirement, looking for a soulmate. Sound familiar? The scammers usually have similar stories to tell, so the next time if you encounter one, huge red flag. But don't jump to conclusion, because there might be genuine ones. But it's always easier to use this trait where they're widowed. Why? Reason? Because if they say they're single at 52, you're gonna doubt the personality of this person. Does he have character or traits, flaws? And if he claims that he is divorced, you'll probably have too many questions raising, like what's the reason for divorce? Is it he's abusive, or whether they personality mismatch? So widow, best. They don't have to answer much questions, and you probably won't ask too much out of sympathy and compassion. So for the next 3 days, Kelly was constantly checking in on me, escalating his adoration and love, asking if I have had my meals, had a good sleep, even sends love poems. Well, his whole idea is to make me fall head over heels for him. But one thing a love scammer will always avoid is video call. So ladies, if you're suspecting that you're talking to a love scammer, always ask for a video call and check how his reaction is. Reason? Because he's not the person that he claims to be. He sends you photos of another person. Yeah, so for my case, the reason he gave was that he was in a dangerous battlefield, so video calls are not allowed. That was for my experience, but I have friends who have also had encounter with scammers, and one of them said that he was still using a BlackBerry phone. So by now, most unsuspecting ladies would have already fallen head over heels and feel that they have hit the jackpot. because this guy is so amazing, so in love. And from reports, most of the ladies will already have felt that this is your boyfriend or your soulmate, even though you have not met this person. So on the 5th day of our texting, Kelly told me that he has had savings of $500,000, which he needed urgently to ship out of Yemen due to war that broke out and banking troubles that he met. And if he does not do it in time, he's going to lose his $500,000. So what next? He pleaded for my address so that he can send this money to me via a diplomatic agency so that I can safekeep this money for him until we unite. In fact, that was not all. He said the package also contained 2 diamond rings and one was for me. So I asked him how was I going to pass him back the money. He said that after his retirement, he's going to fly here, buy a house, and spend the rest of his life with me. And this savings could very well be our stash for traveling and having a good life. So now this guy is not asking for money. In fact, he was going to send me money plus my diamond rings. Why would you reject it, right? Why wouldn't you give him your address? So if you want to know the answer, stay right to the end of this video. At this point, if you're still watching, that means you like my video, and may I ask that you hit the subscribe button and the bell notification so that you will not miss any future uploads and videos from me. As I knew that Kelly was all out to scam me, I wasn't going to share with him my address or where I lived. So I came up with this magnificent story that I was actually putting up at the temporary home, not a place of my own, and had no free will to receive any package or parcel of my own. Well, with that claim, Kelly was really confused. I mean, even if you're living in a rented place, you should be able to receive mail, right? So I had to go one step into saying that actually I was in the midst of some legal tussle and I was being fostered by someone. So actually the landlord had a lot of control and power over me, and I wasn't, anything I want to receive had to go through him. So I made him think that I was going to help him by looking for my landlord to ask for permission to receive mail. So regardless of whether he thought that it was true or not, he went from begging, you know, every like half an hour, he's like, you know, please, you gotta help me, to pressure. So he basically cooked up this pressure cooker thing to me and said, like, if I don't help him, he's gonna lose all the money, it will be my fault. And then from begging to pressure, and now he guilt tripped me. Okay, and the last straw was when he used the very powerful word by telling me straight in my face that he was very disappointed with me. Dang, dang, dang. Yes, that's the word he used. Disappointment. He said that all he had was love for me and the hope for us to be together, and I didn't even want to help him. So I took this opportunity to trip him back. And basically my text went berserk, and I said, all I did was, for the last few days, was to go up and down trying to locate the landlord to get them to approve of me receiving this package. And all I got from you was hurt and accusations. Hurt and accusations. And by this time, I was texting all in uppercase. And if WhatsApp text had colors, they would be red and dripping with blood. So at this point, Kelly knew that he made a mistake. So he kept texting, honey, please stay calm. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt you. And I continued to play my mama drama. So I said that if one more time you call me honey, I'm going to block you, which I did. So there you go. Ended our 7-day interactions. So even though our interactions have ended, I was curious to find out how was he going to scam me by sending me a parcel. So I went to do a Google search, and that was how. Okay, he was supposed to send me a package, and apparently, allegedly, when it arrives in Singapore, it will be met with some custom levies, and because they contain money and expensive stuff, the customer was not going to let it go. And this is the point. He would ask me to send money to salvage the package. And in fact, if you read stories, some people send anything up to $3,500 to $15,000, $15,000. How? So it depends on how gullible you are. So the minute you send $3,500 or whatever money they ask for, so they're going to keep increasing the fee, and you know you will keep meeting with troubles. And if you weigh the ROI, the return on investment, it's 500,000 with 2 diamond rings. So what is 3,500 to just get that package? So some people will just keep sending until they discover that it's a scam. So that is not all. Why was I so certain that Kelly is an imposter and a scammer? That's because right at the start, I already did my research. So I found out that Kelly was using the photos and the last name of a certain Dr. Chris Lanes, who is a U.S. Army Brigadier General. Kelly took all the pictures, including those of his wife, and sent them to me pretending to be a U.S. sergeant. So why would Dr. Chris Lanes be so careless as to have let slip his pictures? The reason is Dr. Lanes is really dormant on his Facebook. So please, people, if you want to keep a Facebook account and want to be dormant, please just close it. You know, don't even have one. Why would I know that it was very dormant? Because I tried alerting Dr. Lanes, and for days and weeks he did not respond to me. He didn't even go onto Facebook, and I had to go down his list of relatives and found a cousin and alerted the cousin. So well, there you have it. I hope my 7 days interactions with a scammer did not go to waste. I hope by telling you this story, it will make more women, especially mature, lonely women who are looking for love, to be a little bit more alert. You see, these people are always taking advantage of lonelier women who genuinely want to find love, and well, it comes across easy, and it's also easier for them to scam you. So anyway, after I've closed this case, there was another Chinese scammer who appeared in my life. OMG. So if you want to hear of my Chinese scammer story, please comment below, and I'll probably make you another story, another video on this. Oh my God, how many scammers are there out there in the world? They are never ending. So previously I would just like stop them right at the beginning, but I think it is good to share experiences. So if you like the stories and you think they're useful, please share it, comment, and help me hit the like button, because by doing so, YouTube will pick up the algorithm and share it with more people who are searching for topics like that. So in the meantime, once again, thanks for listening to me. It is with such huge honor that I get to see you watching my video. And so I hope to make you more in future. Once again, this is Susie Wong signing out. Mwah. Thank you.